Hello, this is Lance again. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to do another painting. Black canvas will look good. It'll be winter probably. And I kind of drew in a little cabin, a bigger cabin. So we'll show you how easy that is to do. And I put some tape over it to protect the edges. And so it might make it faster for me so I can get through it quicker. So thanks for joining me, and let's get started. All right, here we go. Thanks again for joining me. I'm going to do this. Here's my little, I put some tape around it, and I put this Liquin over it. It's a slick, clear gel, so it kind of looks like that. That way it'll blend easier. I'm going to do some dark sky today. So I'm going to do is take this little bit of, this is a Prussian blue, dark blue. Put some of that up here. Up there. I'm going to take and put a little bit of crimson below it. Maybe we can, I don't know. Not sure. I just want to focus on the cabin today and go from there. There. Maybe mix those together a little bit. Some more Prussian blue in the sky. I'm going to add some white to this. So these colors are what you'd call transparent because you can't see them on there, but they're there. Okay? Go down here and do something like that. All right. We'll grab a little bit of white. Not much. And we'll kind of test it. Start up here. Oh, yeah. But you can see with, look at that. This is a, you don't need a lot. You don't even have too much. There, take that off. You can see with black canvases, oh, they're fun. Especially if you put that Liquin on there. Because it, and this isn't going to be a night scene. So we'll have to lighten it up a little bit. But when you get that Liquin on there, see how easy it blends? Ah, it's easy. And this is a 99-cent brush from the, I don't know, art store. I don't know which one. There. Come in and get a little more crimson in here, right in here. Okay, pink, whatever. Get it down here, kind of below the blue, because this will give us a little warmth in it. Okay, and we're not going to put, I don't know what we're going to do down below. I don't think I'm going to have any water in this one because I want to do a cabin and a fence, and that'll be it. Let's grab some more white, okay? And we're going to come back in here and start right here. Try to lighten it up a little bit. Okay. We don't want it to be nighttime, so we'll put some more white in here. White's opaque, which means it covers stuff. There. And as we're jumping around here, that black, pretty nice. That black canvas. So you kind of just work your way up, get to the top here, and it's starting to look a little more, I don't know what time of day it is. There, come down here, maybe put some. I want to keep our black down below though, just in case we change stuff up. But you kind of want it, you know, maybe the horizon's right in here. So you want it to be lighter at the horizon than at the top. Okay, let's get a little more blue up there. You want to darken it? Look at that. Just come back up, grab some more of that Prussian blue. Just hit the corners a little bit, you know, and then I'll kind of give it some more there. Then we can come back in, and that blue and the crimson is going to give you that lavender color. I don't want to spend too much time on the sky like I've been doing because I won't get to do a lot on the other stuff. But there, bring that down. That doesn't look too bad, does it? Kind of gives us a nice little sky there. Maybe we can take a little more white right down in here. Lighten it up a little more. There, and then we got that. That looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit. We won't leave it over there. Okay, I'm going to take a bigger brush and do some blending here because kind of make that stuff will look a little bit better. So we'll start down here, and we'll just kind of start blending it like so. There. And then you just kind of got a nice sky with, maybe it does look kind of darker out, but not a bad little sky there that we can go with. That'll work well for us today. That should be fine. We could probably take and maybe throw in a small little cloud, and maybe we'll try this brush, or we could probably use the same brush. This guy here, watch this. I'm just going to get some paint on the edge, kind of round the corner, like so. And then I'm going to just kind of like that, and I'm just going to come up and let's say we got a little cloud that comes down here. So I'm just going to take it this way and just tap. There's a lot of paint on there, so it's kind of going through, and maybe it comes up. Leave a little hole in there. Maybe one here. There. See this little bluer up there? So there, that gives you some clouds. Now, yeah, they don't look that great right yet, do they? So we'll take this little guy here. It's kind of a blender brush. I had to cut him because he was wearing out. And I'm just going to kind of come in and blend the bottom of these out, I won't touch the top yet. You can get those blend in. See? Just kind of come in and stir everything up. If you get too much paint on it, you can come in and take it off. Like here, come in and just, and you can see how you got light spots and darker spots in there. So when you're going banging the canvas like that with the paint, it falls off and works out good. And you can kind of, and you don't want to hit the tops yet. Just kind of blend the bottoms out. That don't look too bad. Pull them out a little bit. It just gives you a little cool looking sky there. Okay. We'll take that, and then we'll take and maybe take this. Well, let's see how much is on there. We got this bigger brush here, and we can just use him, and we're just kind of, maybe the clouds are going this way. We're going to just kind of pull them. Okay, in a kind of circular motion. Tops of them. Pull that one up. There, and they kind of just gives them a little bit of a, I don't know, these things stick up, and you can just come back through and just go over. When you blend it like this, it just sets them into the sky. Those, not that bad of clouds. It looks pretty good. So we can do that. And if you want, you can come in and maybe take a smaller brush, get a little more white on the edge. And you can come in and maybe, like right here, you could maybe blend that up a little, get a little more light in there. Maybe a little bit right there. Pull it that way a little bit. And then you can come back in with this guy again. Or this guy. Blend that out a little bit in the bottom. I'll just give it a little light, a little more, makes it look better. Okay, and then you could take this guy and do the same thing, just kind of pull them up, go across. You play with these too much and they're going to just disappear, but those are just kind of in the background there. They got some good, don't look too bad there. Okay, so now let's take a look here. I think that's pretty good. I think our sky looks good. Our right in here is looking good. We could come in, maybe get some more white. I'm just going to try to get a little more white right in this area. Okay, and that'll kind of maybe lighten that up a little bit more. Maybe too much, but that don't look too bad. Okay, and then we'll take this bigger brush, knock some paint off of it, and then come back in and just kind of blend all that out. Okay, there. That kind of makes it look a little more like today. I don't know what we got over here. Let's pull that over, get some paint off of it, close that in a little bit. There. So that kind of looks a little looks good. We're gonna have some trees in there, so we want them to kind of stand out. So that'll make them stand out pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna take this little guy here and just peel these off. Boy, paint, or not paint, but this blue tape sure got expensive. I try to reuse it every time I can. All right, there's our cabin. The outside of our cabin looks good, and that's kind of what our cabin's going to start out like. I'm going to try to make it look kind of old, but now we have it's already there, so we just need to plop in some color. I'm going to take some, let's use this guy here. He seems to be easy. I'm going to take some Van Dyke Brown, put it down here. Is that black? Yeah, that's black. I don't want that. I'll put that back. Okay, I'm just going to mix up some brown. I can get in there. It's going to be dark. Get a little burnt sienna in there for this cabin color. Okay. And maybe a little crimson. I don't know. Just a dark color. And we're going to go maybe a little more of that brown. And all I'm doing down here is just mixing it up on this paper palette. And we're going to come in, more sienna maybe. We're going to use a lot of this. Okay, and we're going to come in and just kind of pull down and just kind of put that in there. It's pretty good with a knife. This is dry, which is fine. Actually, it might be better off being dry, the cabin, because I'm just pulling this paint down. And right now it's just blocking in color. I'm going to leave that kind of angled because I think it's kind of the roof's falling in. It's got some pretty good. Then over here we'll do the same thing. We'll just kind of pull that down. You got to have a lot of paint on here. You know, there's a pretty good glob of paint on my brush. So then I'll just pull him down. Pull him over maybe. There. Pull that down. We can fix the bottom. You don't have to worry about the bottom because that'll be easy. And I'll get this little, that's probably where that comes over. And then the cabin will come down. There. There. So you got some dark in. And that's coming in pretty good. Like a storm's coming. And then over here, maybe it comes down too. We'll just do the same thing. It's not super bright painting. I was hoping it'd be brighter, but it's not. So just kind of come down with the knife. And it's a lot easier and quicker when you put in, cabins aren't bad, but you find out when you're putting in a cabin like this, it's a lot easier to, if you want to trace it in like I did. Sometimes I don't, but I think it's obviously speeded up things a lot more. Okay, and then we're over here, and this what we're going to have here. We can come in and fix all that. You know, we just when we're done with the land in front of it, so it's not a big deal. There. So we got that. So there, we got basically our cabin in. And I think what we're going to do on the top today, let's say this may not even be a winter scene. It might have a little bit in it, but maybe the snow's melted off the top, so it's not there anymore. Because we're going to have a shingly old top on it. Should look pretty good. So then let's say that the light is coming from this side today. So we're going to take and add a little white to the brush, mix it with that color. Okay, a little ochre too maybe. I'm going to mix it up a little bit, get some, maybe a little bit of that orange in there. This is going to really stand out. So we're going to come in and you know, there's an overhang there, right? So we're just going to kind of come in and pull down. That's easy. Pull her down. This color is going to stand out good. See? The knives are pretty fun. You can really, and over here, same thing, just kind of grab it, pull down. You can really, with the knife, as you can get paint on stuff very good without, you know, thick paint over paint when you're using a knife. But I just put some orange, some yellow ochre in there, some alizarin crimson. See, it's not hard. And then on the other side, it's in the shadow area, right? So we'll just kind of come over here and make it a little darker. Just a darker, just add a little brown to it. Got a little piece of orange on there. I want that getting over there. There. Let's say there's that. There. And when you're pulling down on these, it kind of gives it a little, you know, you can kind of see like little, what is it in there? Wood things and stuff. Darken a little more. Or I can highlight the other side too. And let's say that it goes to there and that overhangs a little bit. So let's pull that down. And we can fix that too though. But there, that looks good actually with that backdrop. I don't know, it looks too bad. 13 minutes in. This one shouldn't, hopefully we don't have too long. And if you want to darken it, take some more brown. You take a little black, and a little crimson, and then just a little bit, and just come over here and make the tops a bit dark. That might darken it up a little more. Not a lot, but let's see. We want it to come right to there, right? That's some separation there. So there, you can see kind of where the front is. It's kind of shadow there, and there, that looks all right. All right, so now we're going to do some, I need some crimson, and I want some brown. Crimson and brown. Give me that brown there. It's going to be dark. You know what else I'm going to throw in there and I didn't do? I'm going to throw some magenta in here. That's a bright color. That might help with the roof a little. Should have used bright red. See what that does. Ooh, yeah, there we go. It makes it a little brighter. And that brown looks good in there too. All right, so our roof, we'll just come through, and you can kind of come in and just touch the top and just kind of let it fall down the thing. Just touch, and it's kind of got an angle in it because it's drooping. So, and you can always go and kind of hit the outside of it first. There. See how that works? And you got that red. That looks pretty good. Boy, this one might be a good one. There. I'm just grabbing this red. Just there, go down, down. Maybe get a little bit here. I know shingles usually, when you're doing a roof, you start at the bottom and work your way up. But maybe we'll try that. Yeah, see? Just kind of touch. Just let it come up and bounce, or come up here. Kind of try to follow the angle of the roof because it does have a little curve in it, doesn't it? Okay. There. Gotta hurry up today because I gotta take the dogs out for a walk. There. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? For a little rough, kind of coming in there, and you can always come in and got a little white in there. Tiny bit of white. Get a little, maybe there's some highlights in there. It's in the shadow, isn't it? But we can come in and add some little bit lighter. Maybe there's a little bit going on right there. Don't overdo because it'll just make it look, it won't do good. It'll kind of mess with your color there. So, and then if we want some more dark, we can get some black. Get some black on the palette here. You can come in and kind of touch this. Maybe there's some dark spots in there. There, I think a bad roof right there, huh? So let's see. What are we gonna do next here? We got to, we got to put a door in, right? We can also do this. Over here it's coming down, but you can also come in and, you know what? We need probably a little more right here. Yeah. There we go. And it kind of pulls in from the side. And you can take this and come in and go to make it look right. Pull that way up to the top. There. Kind of gives you your little overhang. Does that look like it? Hopefully. Okay. Sometimes in the nice, a lot of fun. Then we can take some white, some brown, get a nice white, lighter color, and come through, and maybe not super bright. Let's try this. There. And you can kind of come in here and highlight the edges of this guy. They stand out. See? I got all kinds of paint on this thing. Maybe it hangs down a little bit there. Comes up. Just touch. It's hard. This paint gets sticking, and it's hard to, but then we'll come here. Just touch all the top and just let them go down. So you can kind of see the edge there. It makes it look a little bit better. Let's see, and then we can get a little bit, maybe just a touch right here. There. That's not, and you can do different things with this, but let's go here and just touch there. Slide it over. There, that looks all right. It's an old barn anyway. So now we want to put in a quick, let's see, get some black. More black, right? I had some doors in there, but I can't see them. So we'll just go here and pull down. Window. Paint on there. And these are kind of over here, so you can't see. Maybe that one there. So you got a couple windows over there. Tell you what, that's thick. This thing's going to take forever to dry. Pull some of that paint off of there. Yeah, just kind of come in and pull down the window. And then we need let's see, we need one in the front here, don't we? A door, so we'll pull him over. And when you're doing these cabins, they look better if they're crooked and stuff, I think. There. A lot of paint, and I could have scraped some of that off, but since you're using a knife, you can get away with it. There. Go in this, make a door there. There's his door. It's crooked, and it's kind of doesn't look that great, but once again, I don't care. Then we can come in with some white, maybe. A little more white on this. Watch this, and I guess got a little bit on there, and we'll come in and put a little more on the outside. I'm just running it through the paint. Maybe the door is crooked. There. A little bit there. Use the heel. Same thing over here, just so they stand out a little more. They may be more in shadow, so you can just rub them a little more. Too much on there. 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 So you kind of got those. That one's a little crooked over there, but there's your little whatever. Then you can come in and you can, like in the front here, I can run the paint through some black, make some little lines in here. See? Make some little edges. So you kind of have a little boards and stuff. This is just black paint. And then over here, a little more in there. It's a pretty good looking building. That orange helps, doesn't it? And that yellow ochre. You can kind of see where that, let's make a little line there where that edge is. Right in here. See, the edge of the thing is right about there. There, that kind of, does that work better? Maybe get a little orange in there. Might stand out, but that's all right. There. So there, you can kind of see where the house divides now, and it comes over into the background. Let's see. A little sip of tea here. 20 minutes. Okay, so not bad. I think we're looking pretty good here. What are we going to do with the front here? Now we got to decide. I know I'm going to do some trees over here. So let's see here. What do we want to use for the trees today? Kind of, I'm not as organized. I think I'm going to use this guy. Just a nice fan brush. Actually, no, I'm going to use, I have a brush here that's kind of a, yeah, that might be too big for today. Let's see here. Not prepared today. We're going to just use a fan brush, and I'm going to put some trees right here and push everything, because that's all in the distance, and this, I guess it's kind of just like a flat just flat prairie there almost, you know. So I got some color here. I might even put a little bit of that, mix a little bit of that. I got some Liquin left, and this is just, let me get a little of that color in there too. Yeah, that looks good. A little crimson in there. And these are going to be dark. Get some more of that. Some black. There, a little more blue. Okay, and we're just going to come in here, and we'll just put some trees over here. And maybe they'll be about, start with this guy here and just see. And just kind of come down. They'll be covered probably, right? And then we'll just kind of come in and drop them in. Should I push them up today? You can come up with your trees like this. And just kind of see how the paint's trying to, there. That doesn't look too bad. Sliding, I don't want to do that, but oh well. There. A little more on the brush, push it in there. I don't know what kind of tree it is, but there. There, that doesn't look too bad. Just like a pine tree or something. Let's see, we need some more color. Some brown, blue, some black, get some crimson in there so they're dark. I'm running out of paint again, so, and then we can put one over here, maybe a little farther up. Just tapping, getting some paint on there. Okay, there. I'm gonna do a little more of that sienna. That's a good color. I don't think we're gonna have a winter scene after this. We might put some in the foreground, some snow patches. That should do good. There, come in with this and pull that down, and maybe he's same thing, you know, he's got a little bit there. You know, just kind of push it up. You just smack the brush in there, and then the trees will come out. And you come back in and fix them, you know. We're just kind of got some shapes here and kind of starting to mush some paint there, but that's all right. I guess I'll be fine. And maybe you can tap it this way, you know, and he can have a little, just a little up top there like that, and put one over here maybe. Okay. It's getting not a bad paint. I mean, the paint looks all right. Maybe this one comes this way, you know, you can kind of push out. you know, up to there. And then you can turn your brush this way and do the same thing. There, something like that. Doesn't matter. Come back in, darken it up a little bit in the middle. We can take this guy and kind of make him a little higher. There, there. See? Just smash the paint in if you don't like your trees, and they'll look better. There. So there, you got your trees. You got some trees right next to him. They don't look bad. Maybe one more little guy. Just a little guy right here. He's crooked, maybe. There, maybe he's got some highlights coming through. And then we'll put some highlights in these a little bit. I don't know how much. You know, the light's coming from behind, maybe. We don't know. But we can take a little bit of white on the brush. Maybe a little bit of white. Or some of that, yeah, some white on there. And crimson, maybe. There. Come over here and just have some pinkish color. There. And we're just going to kind of come in and just throw a little, let's put it right. Let's put it over here. Okay. I'm kind of losing my trees, aren't I? But that's all right. Maybe get a little white on there. This painting might not make it, everybody. There. There. So you got some trees there. They kind of went haywire on me, didn't they? So what are we going to do here? Watch this. Kind of did that on purpose. We're going to come in here and scrape that off, that off, and that off. There. I'll show you how easy this will be to fix. We still got the outsides of them, don't we? So this cabin looks good. I don't want to ruin it. So we're going to come back in and we're going to use a different brush. And we're going to fix the trees with a bigger brush. Okay. And I think we might use one of these. My cheap one that I got, black, crimson, just get some dark in there. And maybe might need some paint thinner, but fan brush wasn't working as well as we wanted. Okay, so then I'm just going to come up here and push these trees back in. Okay. Get them in there. They're kind of not airy, are they? Just kind of block them in. And this brush here is just my 99 center. And I'm not using as much paint as I probably should. But, oh well. There. Get some blue, some black. Down in there. There, you got your trees are back. And down below here, just come in and figure something out. There's some bushes maybe here. See? So it's not too hard to fix something if it goes a little south on you, right? Okay, maybe we'll get some orange in the trees and that. See how this looks. I think this will go good, actually. And maybe we'll put it right over here. There we go. That doesn't look bad, does it? Just add some, kind of matches the cabin. A little bit right here. Just kind of push them in. I'm just using whatever paint I have. Maybe a little bit here. You don't want to kill all your dark, right? We talk about that because it's important to have it in there. So there, you got your trees. They don't look bad. I mean, they could have probably been a little bit better, but oh well. That's the way it goes. And you can come in with this brush here, and maybe I could take some of this and just kind of come in and the top of these we could add a little something to them. Give them a little, that one there. Just pull him up a little bit, maybe. Take him up a little higher. Maybe not. Maybe I should have left him alone. Okay. Take him a little higher, maybe. Bring this guy back in. Maybe throw in some more highlights up here and maybe a little bit there. There. So just makes him look bigger and the trees don't look too bad. Okay, so what are we going to do down below here? We said it was kind of still got some snow. And so let's just come in and let's do this. Watch here. Let's see. Let's take and kind of pull this way. Maybe the lay of the land kind of goes this way. Okay. Come up behind there. Pull it down. Got some brown in there. Who cares? This is kind of, leave it kind of there. So it kind of comes through. And I don't know. It seems to be looking fine, huh? And come in here, grab these, and do that. Come up to there. Pull all that down. You can have brown in there. You know, you maybe some dirt coming out of there. You just don't want to kill all your dark, right? Because then you won't look right. So, yeah, this cabin looks like it's got some, not too bad. It'll work. And it's going to be shorter than most. We're at 30 minutes on the dot. So let's see here. Everything's looking pretty good on it. I'm just trying to decide what I could do is I could take this this guy and we can come in and get some. I need some more white, but you can come up here and maybe there's a little bit coming down in there, you know, kind of coming down the trees. See that? From there if you want. It just gives you a little more, maybe some stuff in there. Snow filed up there. Hey, it's a little hill. I don't know. Okay, then we can come in. We got some cool stuff there. Let's get some more dark color. There's brown. Where's my brown? There's some there. Just take some brown, black. Just kind of come in here. Some blue. Just mix it all together. I don't know if I want a blue fence, but we're going to use it. So we'll come down here. Maybe there's a fence line that comes here. Go here. One there. Put another one. Make him a little bigger because he's going to be closer. Grab some more. Make another one here, maybe. Kind of going down. We want to bring them this way. Okay, maybe as they get away, they get a little smaller. Oh, like there. And then this one might be, there's one over here that fall down maybe, so an angle. There, and just a little guy there. So kind of gives you a pretty cool little fence there. And then I can take some of this highlight color and just maybe put a little highlight on this side. Touch the side. And kind of make it stand out from behind there, you know. Over here. There. Over here. Well, this is our winter painting. This is not a super cold. You got some warmer colors in there, maybe up top here. There, he's kind of laying there like that. Kind of works out there. And then you can come in, maybe. Yeah, maybe there's a little bit up top here. Oh, I need some more, a little more white here. Give me a second here. Put a little white on top. Fence post, maybe they got some snow on them. I don't know. You can do that, or a little color, whatever. Doesn't need to be white. It can be there. Well, that. Make it a little lighter. There. A little more. A little one there. Just shows you the top of him. Maybe one there. Maybe he doesn't have much on him there, but there you kind of see the tops of them a little bit. Pulls them down, and then for this we can go through just some dark, whatever color I got, and just kind of pull here. There's your fence line. It comes down there and just kind of goes off. Over here, maybe there's a little bit here. There, you kind of have that. You darken up a little bit. I'm just getting it on the top of the brush and running it down. There, there. Kind of gives you a little post there that's hanging out. So there, not a bad little painting. We could take more dark, go up here and put in a little chimney. There, a little chimney sticking out there. Give him a little square. There, there, get that, and then have a little fun here. Maybe take some of that. Just put a little bit on top of him there to give him a little highlight. There, something sticking out there, so it looks like you can see it better. Good. And then maybe there's a little bit of highlight on this side too. Just a little something up there gives it so you can see them. So not a bad little painting there. I think we're gonna maybe look in the front here. What else could we do? We got a few minutes left. We could take some more white, and come in here and pull down just to make some whiter spots if you want. Maybe not. Maybe there's some little things growing here and there, and there you got a little path, and you could take this guy maybe. Kind of hard. You could take this guy and make a little path coming out. Get some dark on there. Some of this color, dirt color. Kind of make a little path. Maybe it just kind of leaves the place there, and just kind of, just pull it back and forth. There, so you can kind of see him. Yeah, maybe he's going to come out and go somewhere today. I don't know. And the snow, we could bring some of that snow back over if you wanted to. You can kind of maybe a little bit there. A little fun there. And up here in the cabin, you can just kind of do whatever. Maybe while we're at it, there is some. Take another fan brush. Get me some of this dark color. Maybe there's some. I'm just grabbing whatever. Maybe there's some little grassy things up here, at the base. Just kind of blends that out a little bit. Might even be some. Maybe some of that mountain color. Dark color. Where it's at. There it is. We'll throw some more of that in there. And I'm just using a fan brush here. I'm going to take some paint thinner. And we're going to try to get just a little bit, though. Otherwise, that won't be a good thing. Okay. Mix some of that in there. Darken it up. Not too bad. I think I'll survive. Open the bristles up, and maybe just you can in here and throw in some little things here. Maybe there's just some stuff growing there. And maybe up against the house here. Maybe some stuff there. Maybe there's a little bit back in there. Maybe there's some trees or something back there. You can barely see them. Put a little something back there. You can always go this way with it. There. Gives you a little look there, like there's something over there. And then you can get some more little shrubs growing here and there, just to give it a little, maybe there's something underneath these guys here. Little shadows, Maybe there's some stuff here. This kind of mixes it up a little bit, makes it look a little more interesting. Okay. Geez, I think we're about done. There's some weeds back in here. Where the cabin is. A little more there, here and there, and then let's see, put a little white over there. Maybe just try to give this a little. And take over here, and maybe you can get a little white in there. Break those up a little bit in those trees, and then you can come back in, get the knife, and just kind of down there. Just again, just kind of move some stuff around. Doesn't matter. And then you can get some more whites and maybe do something like, throw some stuff up here, just a little. Maybe there's a sting there. Maybe you can come in here and pull up. Trying to see the trees. If you want to make a little wider like this guy, take the side. Do that. And you can also come in and maybe get a little bit of paint on there. Just touch them up a little bit there. A little dark. He comes way down, goes up. There's some over here maybe. There, just kind of gives you some trunks and stuff going on over there. There you go. I think that's probably good enough. I don't think we need to do anything else. Main thing is you kind of did a pretty cool little cabin there, and I think it turned out pretty good. You could take and go up here. These edges got a little away from us. Just go up there and pull it up. Maybe fix that a little bit. There. Yeah, now I got a little bit of this stuff left, so I can come in, mix up some of that and put that orange in there. Maybe you could just come in and I don't want to change the color up too much because I just did, but that's all right. And you go in there, and there could be some little highlights up there too, so you can come in and darken those. Not a lot though. There. That still looks pretty good there. And then over here we can come in and maybe touch. Just pull that over a little more. There. So you got that. So that looks pretty good. I think again, I think it's done. Push up again. Get these little lines in there. You can get some over here too. Pull through. You know, just many as you want. You just really need to pull the knife because you do have the black under it, and that'll just pull out whatever's left in there. So there you go. There's a little cabin we can do, and hopefully you liked it. And thanks for joining me today, and give it a try. Have a good day.